an ultra compact and highly portable Manfrotto tripod. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and between video and photography, I'm endlessly out and about, and I almost always shoot using a tripod. Enter this. Well, let me open it up and show you. This is actually pretty cool. This is get it out of here. This is the Manfrotto Kit Befree 3-way live advanced tripod, and they have put a ton of engineering into how to make this really small and still really useful. So the legs fold all the way out. There's one, and then two, and let's get them to that stop. And it has all sorts of refinements that make it a breeze to work with. And you can see here that these have multiple positions, so you can actually adjust it all these different ways. I'm going to put the bag on the ground, and so now you can see here's the basic tripod. In the top, that head is not only a fluid head, but it has a fluid drag system too. So let me unscrew the center part, which lets me lower the middle, and so we can get that bar down a little bit. And now what you're also seeing, hopefully, is just how adjustable this is. So I can lift this up and now just tighten it, and then this not only comes out, but it actually has a little lever. So here we go. I can get this to come out, and now we're ready to go. So this is ready for me to work with my camera or my video camera. It's a 3-way fluid head with a 13-pound or 6-kilogram payload, and the fluid drag system works with both panorama and tilt. I'm going to give you a demo in just a second. And there are spirit levels. There's 3 bubble levels here in various spots that make it really easy for you to get it set up, and then as you need to get it to be perfectly level in all the different axes. The top, they have the quick release, so this is the compatible with both the Arca Swiss and the Manfrotto 501PL video plates. And then the legs are 4 sections, so super easy to work with. And that gives me that height that I want. And if that's like, well, that's a little off camera for my video work right now, so I will just do 3 of the 4. And do that one more time. And so now I have this all easy to work with, and I can adjust this 50 different ways. Honestly, this is a super adjustable. It's almost too adjustable. Then I'll spin this, and I already have the quick plate on the bottom of my camera. So I'll just put this on. There we go. I usually put this on without watching, so it's a little different to actually be at mount level. And so now I have my camera on here, and I can make all sorts of adjustments. You can see here that this handle, which I can then turn to tighten, gives me that axis, and then this one I can use to do this. And there's just a lot of freedom here. And of course I have that spirit level that I'm looking at, so I can see on the bubble level, now the camera is perfectly parallel to the ground, and then I can tighten this if I want it to be nice and stable, and I can tighten everything around. And now I have this ability to, for example, pan with action. In fact, I took this downtown Niwot, Colorado, and here's a couple of bits of test footage that I took, and you can see how smooth the tripod action is. So it's a tripod, so there's only so much I can show you about it, but I'll tell you, it's really easy to work with, and it gives you this just wonderful Manfrotto head that has so many dimensions of play that if you can't figure out how to get everything adjusted to get just the pan or just the angle you want, then you're just not trying hard enough. It really is that flexible. In fact, as I said earlier, it's almost a little too flexible. There were times when I was a little bit sort of overwhelmed by like, well, wait, I want to get this to move just a little this way. Which of the 43 controls can I do here? So it's something where you'll probably need to practice a little bit if this is a new sort of tripod to you, but it is pretty cool. Now, in terms of dimensions, closed, it's 15.7 inches. Maximum height is 59.5 inches, and it's 4.4 pounds. So even with my fairly heavy Nikon on it, it is entirely workable and it's easy to move around and everything. And it is spendy, but this is because it's a Manfrotto, so these are just rock solid. I'm pretty convinced, I'm not gonna try this, but I'm pretty convinced I could accidentally drive over it and it would be fine. I don't recommend you try that either, but these are just really tough tripods. And I have another Manfrotto tripod I've had for probably a decade, and it looks like I just bought it yesterday. It has been an absolute workhorse. I really love the brand because they really make just great gear. Which brings us to the price. But before we get to the price, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. A click or a tap on that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that bell icon for notifications. And if you found this to be of use, and I certainly hope you did, then I invite you to give me a thumbs up too. Cool. This is the Manfrotto Kit Befree 3-way live advanced tripod. Comes with the case, comes with instructions. I mean, a tripod that needs instructions, but you'll get the most out of it if you spend some time learning it when it first comes into your facility. So definitely worth checking out. It is $319.99, currently discounted on their website down to $224.95. And I'll tell you, when I bought my last Manfrotto, that's how much I paid for the tripod, and then I paid extra for the head. So the fact that they have this wonderful, super flexible head included is really quite a bargain. This is a really solid professional setup, and you will never need to buy something new or to replace it, because this is going to run forever. So that's it, the Befree. It is a great tripod, definitely one you should check out. That's all I got. I need to get back to my photography, so I'll catch you in my next video.